You are immortal, boy, but in a manner you can die, as you now understand. A most unpleasant feeling, is it not?
I'm getting used to it.
I can't stress enough how much I love Hades. I was hesitant at first, but after a suggestion from a good friend, I found myself jumping headfirst into Tartarus, fighting all sorts of monsters of legend and dying to all of them. Hades follows some staple tropes of roguelikes. The runs are completely randomized, and as you progressively do runs, you'll unlock upgrades that can help you in subsequent runs. When you match Hades' core gameplay loop with a story that locks you in, you end up with a perfect mix for a game that'll keep you coming back. Along your runs, you're aided by the gods of Olympus, who offer you some fun banter along with boons that can help shape out how your runs play out. I like the fact that there was a variety of weapons, so I didn't feel locked into a set way of playing. This, alongside the boons, gave me opportunities to experiment and make each run feel unique. As you progress, you will learn that the best way to handle your build will depend on your end goal. I found myself favoring combinations that helped with burning down bosses over builds that helped with clearing mobs, since bosses tend to be the main thing ending my runs after getting more accustomed to the game. The story centers around Zagreus and his attempts at escaping the land of the dead and his father Hades. The story is told over dialogue between characters in the hub world after your multiple attempts to escape. I enjoyed checking in with the characters as I pulled myself back out of the pits after dying because I felt dodging wasn't a good idea. You can give each characters you meet some ambrosia, which will build your relationship with them, and they'll give you a helpful trinket that'll help you along on your runs. I won't go into spoilers, but I really did enjoy the way the story fit around the gameplay being a roguelike. As you play, you really do end up hoping that Zagreus can break the loop and get himself out of the cycle. Hades looks stunning and runs really well on the Switch. I will note that at first seeing the game and some of the trailers for it, I was a bit iffy on the art style, but after playing, it really grew on me. I love each character's portraits and how they convey their overall attitude, and I haven't run into any issues with crashes or major frame rate drops. If you like roguelikes, Hades is for you. If you're new to roguelikes, I feel like it'd be a good starting point. I would just suggest you look up some tip videos so you can kind of get an idea of the game systems and the best way to overcome them. The overall gameplay is really fun, but I feel what truly makes the game excel is the story. The key goal of roguelikes is to keep players invested in running through the game over and over again through failure and success, and I feel like Hades successfully hits those checkboxes for me. If you're really into Greek mythology, I would suggest you play the God of War series if you haven't already. I'd also suggest you check out Palm Springs on Hulu. It's a kind of movie about characters stuck in an endless loop and them getting out of it, and it was a pretty fun watch, but go in with low expectations.
I told you, boy. I told you. There's no escape from here. Learn that the hard way, then.